Kevin, what do you take away from a game like this? You guys obviously come back from double digits to get the win, but give up 123 to a team like Detroit.
We made a team like Detroit.
Well, they got the second worst record in the East, and they're not the strongest offense.
I mean, they've been playing solid the last 2 weeks, though. You know, we don't look at teams like that. I know their record isn't good, but they still got pros over there. And tonight they made shots. You know, they started off the game making 6 threes in the first quarter. They give you a lot of confidence as a team, you know. So we had to, and it's good for us to go through periods like that because it's going to be times in the playoffs where teams get hot unexpectedly and see how we weather the storm. So it's a good test for us, you know, and I like it. No matter if we play in the Pistons or the Milwaukee Bucks, I think, you know, situation, you know, we got better from and we moved, we evolved as the game went on and, you know, regardless of the opponent.
And following up, just a lot of times, a lot of the shots that you hit tonight, you just had a hand draped all over you and you just hit them anyway. What's that feeling for you when you hit shots and defenders can't seem to do anything about it?
Oh, man, just some of those shots, you know, the defense playing good, you know, good team defense and, you know, you only see a small crack where you can get a shot off and, you know, just try to stick to my fundamentals. And I know that demoralizes some teams when you make shots over a good defense. And, you know, that calms our team down as well when we're making those shots. So I want to get better shots sometimes. I feel like a couple of them was just like, I'm hot, let me risk it. But, you know, getting the best shot I can. Sometimes it may be, you know, over a guy in the lane, but I feel like that's open, you know. So I got to keep knocking them down.
The last 2 games have kind of been a tale of halves in terms of defensively, the way you guys played. Steve said a lot of that just, it's inconsistent, but it just comes down to the edge that you guys have defensively. What do you guys think you have to do to kind of have that on a more consistent basis? And 2, do you think that has to kind of be player-led in terms of internally?
Just trust the game plan and us being on the same page. Just gearing up for what the postseason will look like for us, where we'll have a little bit more time to prepare, have some plays that we'll have some schemes. But I think it just comes down to trust. And Steve's right in terms of the edge and playing with that consistently. But it's just continuously making adjustments and being comfortable with that and just flowing with the game, you know. But we're going to have to make our staple as a team on the defensive end, you know, because if we're going back and forth in a shooting contest, obviously we'll still be in the game, but sometimes those games could be back and forth and lead to mistakes on our end. And, you know, we don't want to put our heads down too often when we get down in games, but we just have to make our emphasis on the defensive end.
I got one for you too, Kevin. You're just talking about the Pistons playing well the last 2 weeks. I mean, what do you think of their core going forward with their young guys?
I mean, you got when you got a 6'7" point guard, I mean, shit, it's a good start, you know. You know, man, somebody that can wreck a whole defensive game plan, you know, with his size, his talent, and skill. So it's a great start. And then you got on line Sadiq Bey and Marvin Bagley and Jeremy Grant and Isaiah Stewart. I mean, they got just length and toughness down the line, and with a great coaching staff, that's going to get the best out their players. So I can see this team being something forced to be reckoned with in the future.
And just for other, I mean, Nick's been in town as long as you guys. It seems like since that Philly game, he's been extremely effective on both ends of the floor. Just what have you seen out of him in the last, I guess, whatever that is, 2.5 weeks?
Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just a consistency on both ends of the floor, but he's thinking right now. He's thinking the game at a high level, the way we need him to. And he's just picking up his effort and it's showing. And we just want to continue to do that. But to reach the next level that we're trying to get to, you know, we just got to remain patient and understand that he's still learning on the fly. But when he's playing with us, there's some high level talent that will help that process go a little quicker.
Hey, Kyrie, if you compared this to a normal season 2 weeks ago in the regular season, how much fresher are your legs right now, if at all, than they would be in a normal year?
Games are coming fast, doing all we can. but yeah, this is what the end of the season has been like for the last few years, and it's all going to come down to the team that has the healthiest bodies, and we want to be one of those teams. So we're doing everything possible to prepare for game to game. So just doing everything we can.
You guys have obviously had a lot of years of experience at it, but what is the key to slowing Giannis down?
I mean, slowing him down. What you mean by that?
So we didn't go off.
I mean, he's one of those players that established himself that like his points are almost absolute, like a guarantee. You know what I'm saying? So it's about playing physical, making it as tough as you can, and also from top to bottom, their whole team. They got a great team that play well off each other with continuity. So it's much more than Giannis, but his points, they're gonna happen. So you just got to make them as tough as possible.
Hey, Kevin, Jay Wright was on the radio today. Jay Wright, the Villanova coach. He said that you reached out to, to Justin Moore to talk about the injury. I mean, you could be doing anything at any time. Why was that important to you to reach out to Justin?
Justin's from my area. Me and Coach Wright spent a lot of time this summer, so we built a tight bond, and we. If he ever needed something, I told him I was there and vice versa. And, he thought it'd be cool for us to have a conversation. So just letting him know I'm here for him.